JavaScript has never been more important or more accessible. If you open any web browser, hit Inspect Element and go to Console, you can instantly start writing some JavaScript. But writing JavaScript by itself usually doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of like starting your programming journey by writing raw machine code. There are no guardrails or conventions to help you write quality code with minimal repetition. There are so many tools available within the JavaScript ecosystem to help with this. It can quickly get overwhelming trying to piece them all together. Luckily, Create React app was created by Facebook to help you instantly generate a ready-to-go React website. In this video, we're going to get going with React as fast as possible so you can get your hands dirty and turn your website ideas into reality. So to get started with React using Create React app, let's just make sure that we have Node installed, Node.js npm. The way I like to do that is just search up NVM on Google, which is Node Version Manager. Go to that page and scroll down and find their install script, which is right here, curl or wget. And of course you're piping the script into the terminal, which, disclaimer, that can be risky. Be careful, maybe read the script first, but usually I just go for it. Copy paste, but you shouldn't do that, but I still do it anyway. Yeah, copy paste, get NVM installed, and now I'm here in a blank folder in Visual Studio Code, and I'll just show you that I have NVM installed. Once you have NVM installed, you can say install a certain version of Node, right? So I have Node 16.13.1. So you could just do NVM install, I think 16 or something. I think you can also do NVM list to see what's available. Either way, I have Node, I have NPM, all that's installed for me. I believe I also have npx, which should come with it. So npx, you can do npx create react app example app, and that's going to run and generate our app with React ready to go out of the box. It can take a few minutes though, so we'll come back when it's done. Okay, the command completed and we're set, and we can really just follow the instructions on the screen. Cd example app, npm start, and it instantly pops open a window on our browser with our fresh, ready to go React app. So let's explore what we can do with this right out of the box. We go to source, and the first thing to worry about is app.js, which is where most of this code is. So you can just start typing some stuff. And we could probably delete a lot of this. So let's just get rid of all this nonsense. And then, but the image is cool, so we'll leave that. So let's define a custom component, which is one of the great examples of React where you can have separation of concerns here. You can put all of your code for a certain part of your app in one file. So we'll export default function greeting and pass in props, and we're going to return this JSX, so you can mix HTML and JavaScript in JSX. So we'll return a div, and we will say hello props.name, so you're using the templating of JSX in this, and we'll give it a class name so that we can style it later. In React though, you can't say class equals. I guess you can, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to say class name equals, and then you can give it a string. So we'll just call it greeting. With that done, we can add a style sheet for this as well. That's what I like to do for any new component. Add the style sheet, even if you're not going to use it right away. It's good to have. And then we can import the style sheet right at the top, and that's all we need to do to have those styles applied. So we just import greeting.css /greeting.css. So that component should be good to go. If we go back to app.js, we can include our greeting by first importing it. So we say import greeting from /greeting, and since it's a JavaScript file, you don't need the extension. Also, we give it our own name that we import it as, and it's going to take whatever the default export, which is this function right here, and use it for this variable. So really, a React app can just be a function. It can also be a JavaScript class. Either way, we're good to go with our greeting. So we'll throw it in here and we'll give it a name, and we'll say Bob. And once we save that, oops, question mark, hello Bob. So we're good to go. Our component's right there. And what if we wanted to style it? We could just style that .greeting class that we had there and give it a background color of green. And let's put another div just so we can drive the point home and say class name equals inner, and we'll say this is within. And for inner, let's give that a different color. Inner, we're going to say background color red. Christmassy. Wonderful. So that's it. I think we're started with Create React app. You can take this and run with it and do what you need to do in React. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe a comment, subscribe to PageKey Tech for more stuff like this.